You can now follow me on all my social media platforms to find out who my latest guest will be. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you're notified for when my next podcast goes live. And boom, we're on. And today's guest, we've got Katie Price. Katie, how are we?
Feel like I'm on death row with you.
Yeah, listen, you see nothing yet. How you been?
No, I've been good. Like when I got asked to do this pod, I was like, yeah, I'll do it because I do a lot of pods. And they're like, Kate, this one's different. I went, yeah, it's fine. And now I've met you. Now I'm like, oh shit, you said it's going to get very deep. Yeah. But we don't mind that. So I suppose this is getting to know the Price in a different way no one has seen before, which I like because that's quite refreshing.
Yeah, it's about stripping back all the bullshit because you've probably been a different character every day of your life trying to not fit in, but you've been in this industry for 30 years. It's very damaging towards the brain. It's very damaging, especially the relationships you've been in, things that you've done. It's toxic, but listen, there's a lot of love in you as well, and you can't take away from the fact that you're a great mother.
Yeah.
And you're still in the industry 30 years later. You've done so much, which we'll touch on. But first and foremost, how are you?
I'm good. I know I was late.
Nearly 2 hours.
Oh, come on. I was. You don't realise what I had to deal with at home first because my little boy doesn't go to school at the moment and then it's just chaos in the house. But I like chaos.
Yeah.
So.
Your life's been full of chaos, which we'll touch on later on in the interview. But I always like to go back to the start with my guests. Get more a bit of an understanding about you, where you grew up and how it all began. So
I was brought up with Brighton. Brought up with a lovely family, just a normal working class family. And yeah, had a good life. I was just into my horses, swimming, gymnastics, just very humble, very family orientated.
What is your real name? Is it not like Katrina or something?
Yeah, my mum. Katrina, Amy, Alexandria, Alexis, Infield.
Why so many?
Ask my mum. I think she wanted to put every auntie, dead auntie or whatever. And you know, when you're younger, they're like, oh no, I'm going to name you after this one and that one. So then when I was 16, I changed it to Katie Price. You paid like £50 to get a solicitor to change your name. Got my mum and dad's signature that I could do it. And then Katie Price. I mean, come on. That is a big name. I haven't even got a middle name now, so.
Why Katie Price?
I hated Katrina. Just hate it. Now I'm older, I don't care if I was called Katrina, but when you're younger, it was like, oh, I hated it. But Katie Price, it's just, yeah. Oh, yeah, because my mum and dad remarried, so I took the Price. It used to be Infield Price, but then I just changed it to Katie Price. No reason, it's just, I preferred it.
How were you at school?
Hated school.
Why?
So I didn't really listen. I always mucked about, just always, I know this is really weird to say, and I've got it in all my school reports, but I always said I'm going to be famous. I always said it. And the teachers were like, oh, Kate's a dreamer. She doesn't listen. She's easily distracted. And I think it's when I was 11, I did it for one of my TV shows. I found one of my old school books, an English book. And on it, it says, what I want to do when I'm older was the title. And in it, I basically said, I want to get married, have a fairy tale, have a big house, horses, lots of kids, and I want to be a famous pop star or model. And I wanted to have a black Vitara convertible Jeep wearing a black catsuit. And it all came true. And now everything I wanted then has come true and beyond. But I think once your dreams come true, I don't know, I think it's an adult thing. There's always something else you aim for, because I like to have goals to aim for. Otherwise I get bored. I have to have something to aim for to make me do it.
What about the relationship with your mum and dad? Because they divorced at 4, is that correct?
They separated when I was at 4, so I can't really remember my real dad being about. So basically, my dad used to cheat on my mum because they were together from when they were 15. And then Paul, my stepdad, used to work for my dad, and he used to give him money to take me, my brother and my mum out. And then he ended up falling for my mum. So my mum ended up with him, and obviously not my dad. So they didn't get on for the first few years, but now, like, they're all friends and that. And like with